Hello everyone. So in this video we are going to discuss about anonymous class in Java. So let's see what anonymous class is and what is the use of this class. So let's understand it with an example. Let me create a class over here. That is class A. Which has method test. Which is printing I love testing. Now if I create object of this A class, if I call that method, so it will print I love testing. So you can see it is printing I love testing. Now instead of I love testing, if I want to print I love automation testing, what all options I have? First is I can update this method definition and I can write here I love automation testing. But I don't want to update this method definition. Second is I can create one more class which has same method, and instead of I love testing, here I'll write I love automation testing. Now if I create object of class B and if I run this, so it will print I love automation testing. But if my only goal is to update that method definition once, it will not be a wise step to create a new class. What I can do is I can override this test method over here only directly. So if I delete this, let me copy this. Again A. So if I create a curly braces over here, now this will become a class which don't have any name. And if I define method test over here, which will look like something like this, and now if I run this, so it will print I love automation testing. So you can see it is printing I love automation testing. So the class which I have created here, that class is known as anonymous class. So anonymous class is a class which don't have any name, and the scope of this class will be till here only. I cannot use this class to anywhere else. So I hope that anonymous class with classes is clear. So let's understand anonymous class with interfaces now. So if you have ever dealt with interfaces in Java, I am sure you have come across this question: can we create object of interface? The obvious answer to this question is no, we cannot create object of interface. But let's see how it is achievable with the help of anonymous class. Let me create a new file over here with the name of anonymous interface. I need public static void main. Let me create interface over here, interface B, which has method now if I want to define this test method, what options I have? I can create a class. I can create a class which will implement this interface and which have the method definition of test. I can do that, but what if I don't want to do that? Instead of that, I can make use of anonymous class. So what I'll do, I'll write b is equals to new b. Now this will throw error because we cannot create object of interface, which is obvious. And if I create a curly braces over here, now I have created an anonymous class over here, and if I define this method, and if I write sys out I love automation testing, and if I execute it after test method. You see it is printing I love automation testing. So I hope anonymous class, the use of anonymous class with interfaces and classes is clear to you now. So now there is so much of repetitive code over here. So if I ask you, I have a class B and I want to create an object of class B. If I write B is equals to, so what will be the first thought come into your mind? What should be there on the right side of this is equal to? Yeah, so it should be new B, which is obvious. So from Java 8 and above, Java is introducing some awesome features. One of them is Lambda Expression. So let's see how we can remove the repetitive code from here with the help of Lambda Expression. So this, as we discussed, that this code is obvious. Like if we want to create an object, then we'll write new B, which is obvious, and which will be same across all the classes, right? So if I delete this, and I've already defined this method in here, right? So I don't need to write this as well, because interface, it contains only one method, right? So if I delete this, so if I'm deleting this above curly braces, I should delete this below curly braces as well. And now since I only have one statement over here, I don't need this curly braces also. So if I delete this and I write this lambda expression over here, which denoted as this, so you see there is no error. But this can only be done if your interface has only one method. So if I run this, it successfully executed and printed I love automation testing. So I hope the concept of anonymous class is clear with you guys. If you have any doubt, you can mention in comment section of this video and I'll try my best to resolve your doubt. Thank you.